What happened is the Most High cast off all them other motherfuckers, all of those other Israelites, the 2/3 of them. He cast them off right now, but they're gonna be reborn in the kingdom of heaven and come through our laws. But right now, the Most High is only dealing with the elect. So the Most High have reserved it to him 7,000 men out of the tribe of Israel. That's what he went on to say, quoting what was said into Elijah, the prophet. But the Most High right now has 144,000 men and 1/3 of the nation of Israel. That's the great multitude that was spoken about in Revelation 7 and 9. Hey, the Lord ain't cut his people off, man. The Lord's still dealing with the nation of Israel. Why in the hell you think it says what it says in Jeremiah 31 and 31? And the same thing was repeated in Hebrews 8 and 8. The Most High is going to make a new covenant with the house of Israel. He's going to do away with that old covenant that they couldn't keep because they were still in the flesh. What the Most High is doing is he's perfecting his creation, man. He's perfecting his people so that he can establish upon it all of the things that were promised to their forefathers.
What he said, Jerusalem shall be a praise in the earth. It's going to be to the point where we're going to have these other nations they're going to bow when they see us. It's going to be just bowing. There's going to be a lot of bowing, man. It's going to be a time when they're going to know that they're going to greet us with just groveling, you know?
And they're going to be doing so much bowing, they're going to get a permanent bow in their back.
Right. It's going to be old.
They're going to be like this right here.
Like them Amalekites and motherfuckers that be over here, fucked up teeth, bent over shit, but rich as fuck, you know? Hey, man, the Lord is about to come and destroy this place, and man, the prophecies are going to be fulfilled. And the spirit, how about Shema Shah is picking up, man. It ain't no time to start going off into La La Land and make sure that the other nations are into this or we gotta love all Israelites. The scriptures don't even say that.
Fuck.
The scriptures don't say all Israel, not Israel, bro. It's Israel. Boom, boom. Stamp that. You know, it ain't no way you gonna add. You add to the scriptures to say that it's gonna be all love.
Ain't no love.
Ain't no love, man. There ain't no love. You ain't doing the work of the Lord. Yahawah Shimi Amshah.
I got a precept.
Can I read
this? God.
For the 80 scoffers and that one bitch that came up, think she in a good case. You know, right now. Check this out. It say, this is Luke 6 and 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for you have received your consolation. Right? You know, she claimed that, you know, we put curses on her and her so-called life got better. You know what I'm saying? So she thinks she in a good case. You know,
that's a curse.
Right. Talking about put another curse in. Okay, hey, fine.
Can you put a curse that I win the lottery? If your fucking life is good, why in the fuck you need to win the lottery?
That's right. Exactly. See? It say, woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger.
Right. She's claiming she has. Well, actually, the so-called white man has a lot, and now they full. You know, and even these Israelites that have a little bit of something, they think they're full, you know. But woe to the man full, the so-called white man, the damn elites, the goddamn just Joe Six, not even Joe Six Pack, because they not feeling the curses like we feeling it, you know. So woe to them that's down full. Go ahead.
Say, woe unto you that laugh now.
Yeah, because she sat there with her smiles in her face.
Oh, sorry. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep.
God, you tell us you laugh now, because you shall mourn and weep. Because right now, you think it's all hunky-dory. You don't see what Russia is backing up with your boys, the North Koreans and shit. So, you know, right now it's going to be a shutdown of American system. The damn dollar's going to collapse, and you're going to be hungry. And what you do when things collapse? It's going to not be no heat. Don't let it be the wintertime and no heat. Don't let it be. Don't let it be no food in your pantries and shit. Don't let it be no your children damn near about to starve and die. Don't let it be to the point where the economic system is to the point where ain't no food, where you just can't be able to get up and get it. And you know, even if you have a storage, it's going to be depleted because all you're doing is saving that for the men of the Lord.
You know? With this cyclone bomb that just happened, and the reason why this weather is like this, it's like a hurricane in the wintertime. What happened was it's flooding in Massachusetts, and that flood water froze. Also in New York, they're experiencing horrible weather, and a lot of the power of the people in New York got knocked out, man.
God, that's terror right there. That's because we so into the comfort of having these things work and push. And, you know, heat our toes, we okay. Everybody heat is running, so that's a big power grid pressure because it's about to it can fuck around and snap at any moment.
That's the reason why the scriptures calls this place the virgin daughter. You know, and this place had no other nations, you know, fight wars upon it. But then also, since America's been established, they've pretty much been in peace.
Right, peace,
you know,
ain't no peace.
They ain't caught no hell. But since 2017 all the way up until now, hey man, the Lord's been really hitting this place heavy.
Right. So when they went up into that moon. Hey, that's when they all start coming down. All they economic strength has been retreating. They're not getting that strength that they had to the point where now the other world, the governments or the nations of the other nations are now looking at them as small. You know, because they had big fat man and little boy. Now that was something that'll make everybody scared. You know, you could drop a bomb and disintegrate anybody in 2 seconds.
And they ended World War II with that. And they was like, you know what? Fuck that. You know. You know, because they put these other nations in fear. So they were able to end World War II and put these other nations in fear. And that's also why these other nations were so inclined to pretty much get in bed with America. But now all of these other nations, they're like, hell, well, shit, we got the same technology as you. What you want to do? That's the reason why you got Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un, you know, going back and forth talking about who has the bigger butt. Yeah. And with the Most High got the bigger butt, man. Yeah. And the Most High is in control of all your things. Everything that you do, the Most High is controlling. The Most High is the reason why all of these nations are gearing up for World War III. The Most High is the reason why the thermonuclear missiles were created to begin with.
That's right.
They're the instruments of his indignation. It ain't you that control it. That's the reason why when they were going on shoot off the missiles in the Cold War, there was a chariot that came and zapped 4 laser beams on each side, and next thing you know, the missile came spiraling down to Earth. And there's instances where they were just sitting in the nuclear silos, and next thing you know, the nukes turned on themselves. After an angel was seen, a chariot was seen flying over. You know, hey, the king's mind, according to Proverbs, the 21st chapter, the king's mind is like rivers, you know, in the hands of the Most High Heavenly Father. He turneth it whithersoever He will. It's the Most High that controls these other nations, these kings that's over these other nations, and put it in their mind to do what they're doing. It's the Most High that's working in the kings over America to gather up these for them to gather up these nations to fight in Armageddon. All of these things was prophesied aforetime. They were prophesied before they happening now, so that when they do happen, the Most High will receive His glorification. And God damn, man, that's the pasty ass goof, man. Her face look like white icing on a cake. Maybe that's because she's putting on all that makeup to try to look like Esau, man.
He said the Most High most of the host of the battle.
God, that's right.
War, man. He didn't want to get this stuff together, getting the rhythm or the algorithm ready together, man. For these nations to start to look. They already looking at America as like, look, we're gonna have to all get together and let loose on this motherfucker, because this nigga has shit everywhere. He can shoot missiles from off the ocean or some shit. So they all got to get together. They get together and make America flat, a big glass parking lot. America's gonna be destroyed, man. No doubt. Right. It ain't no way that y'all gonna get out of this, man. Everybody gonna be vaporized because y'all been picking with everybody on the earth and thinking it's gonna be all fine and dandy. We voted for Trump, but Trump is just going with the weight of our power, who made that decision, who made the way to put it in his mind, because he said the king's mind. You know, because he got the keys, which are the elites. The elites is thinking they about to control every facet of this globe. But the Most High said before they complete their enterprise, what's gonna happen?
And the Most High got it set up to where he's gonna take down all of the kings of the earth. You know, so that none can rise up and say, okay, well, we're about to come up against Israel to try to take them down so we can be the power again. It ain't gonna be no other nation that rules over this world, man. The next rulers of this world are going to be the Israelites. And ain't no other nation coming up against us to try to fight against us. The Most High is going to make it to where all of these kings of the earth is thrown down. And all of these nations are in a constant and perpetual fear of him, of his son, and of the nation of Israel. Ain't no other nation rising up to rule over this place. Ain't no America get thrown down and all of the rest of the nations in the valley of YAHAWAH, then Russia thinks an evil thought and come up against the nation of Israel to try to fight us after we've been put in our land, man. The Most High is going to make it to where all of these nations are thrown down at once. And the next ruling power is going to be the nation of Israel. We're going to rule with that iron scepter, man. All of these nations are going to bow down and lick up the dust of our feet, man.
That's right.
This is Micah 7:15. It says, according to the days of thy coming out of the land of Egypt, will I show unto him marvelous things. So as the days when we came out of the land of Egypt, so shall it be when we leave America, but even greater. Because in Egypt, you ain't have thousands of chariots in the sky, man. In Egypt, you ain't have thermonuclear missiles coming down and destroying this place. In the nation of when we came out of Egypt, you ain't see men having spiritual powers running like sparks to and fro, making fireballs come from their hand, man. You ain't see the host of angels fighting for you. I mean, but there was marvelous things that was done. But in this time it's gonna be greater. It says the nations shall see and be confounded at all their might. They shall lay their hand upon their mouth. Their ears shall be deaf. So all of these nations are going to see the things that the Lord is doing for the nation of Israel, and they're going to be confounded. Like it says in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, the strangeness of their salvation. Why? Because all of these nations put us through hells. It ain't just the so-called white man, but the white man is the head of them. The white man is the so-called Edomite man is the one who's spearheading the ordeal. Verse 17, it says, they shall lick the dust like a serpent. They shall move out of their holes like worms of the earth. They shall be afraid of Yahweh, our power, and shall fear because of thee.
Right, they're going to fear because Yahweh fear is going to be just like, it's going to be the fear that's supposed to be, that is always supposed to be, man. It's going to be the death of the nations and their philosophies and everything else. That's why in the kingdom of heaven, they're going to have to follow us. It's going to be soon over. Go ahead, bring up this.
We ain't being no light to the Gentiles, meaning the other nations that's outside of Israel. You know? Because there was a certain individual that used to say that, well, we got to be an example to these other nations. Man, fuck these other nations, man. Fuck them, man. And these other nations, they're gonna be licking the scum from between my big toe and my other big toe.
Right. That's it.
You know? That's what the fuck you gonna do, man. All of these other nations are heathens, man.
That's right.
They're slaves, man.
That's right.
They're gonna be our servants, man.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I'm sorry.
What's that train day? He say, Where he say, I run shit here, y'all just live it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's just, hey, if a nigga said that now, hey, he got a delusion of grandeur, man. You ain't running shit right now. The so-called white man is running. Hey, but the time is coming when we'll actually be able to say that and stand on it.
That's right.
We run shit here, man. Y'all just living here. You know? Hey, we gonna be bashing these other nations upside their fucking head, man. At will. Hey, the spirit might just hop on you. You get a little pissed off. You reflecting on what you've been through, what they did to you, and you next thing you know, you just appear inside of them, out of nowhere, just start slicing and dicing, man.
Matter of fact, yeah, hey, Red, because we pissed off up here, man. We not standing for the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? We not standing for America, you know what I'm saying? We not standing for the heathens, for this so-called white man to rule over us, you know what I'm saying? We know we have a higher calling, you know? Hey, life gets better after Esau go down, you know?
That's
the whole earth.
Hey, the whole earth is at rest?
Yep. Destroy him that destroy the earth, you know what I'm saying? What's this guy? James Baldwin. He was a faggot, but he had a good quote though. He say, basically, to be a Negro in America. What he say? To be a Negro in America, and to be, I'm paraphrasing. To be a Negro in America and to be socially conscious is it's like basically you'll always be pissed off in so many words.
That's Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. You know, and also there's another one. It says a man that increase in learning, increases sorrow. You know.
And it's like, yeah, how can you not? You know what I'm saying? When you see Jake getting shot down in the streets, you know what I'm saying, for being ridiculed and being under scrutiny, from the minute you come out the house, you know what I'm saying.
From the minute you come out the womb.
Hey, come out the womb, you know what I'm saying?
Come within and go without.
Hey, curse shall not be when I come in, and curse shall not be when I go outside.
You know, how can you not be upset? How could you not sigh and cry? You know what I'm saying? When you see these heathen ruling over you, these other heathens that come over here in the country with nothing. You know what I'm saying? They come over here with nothing, man. And all of a sudden, in a year's time, they win it. You know what I'm saying?
This shit freezing the baby.
You know? You know what I'm saying? We get pissed off about that, man. You know? Ain't no sense in hoping and wishing for no 40 acres and a mule, for no reparations. You know what I'm saying? You got to seek the Lord. All right, you got to seek Yahawah Shem Yahawah. Your riches is within this book.
That's right.
You know? It ain't